alien visitations to Earth. As many UFO researchers claimed in public statements that there are 57 different species of extraterrestrials that the US government had cataloged from UFO crash recoveries, we will cover the main 4 alien races that have been said to be regular visitors to Earth. The 4 we will cover are the Greys, the Reptilians, the Nordics, and the Mantids. The Greys, who often highlighted as the most commonly encountered, sparking intrigue in numerous studies and stories. The Reptilians, their lore adds a thrilling dimension to our narratives, suggesting complex interactions beyond our current understanding. The Mantids, who are less common but equally fascinating, they contribute to the diversity in our cosmic imagination. The speculative theories are from various sources suggest there might be over 100 different species, each potentially bringing unique wisdom, technology, or cultural perspectives which feed our collective imagination and desire for greater cosmic connection. This exploration into extraterrestrial diversity encourages us to think beyond our planet, fostering a sense of curiosity and wonder about the universe. While these theories and stories lack hard scientific evidence, they serve as a cultural and imaginative resource. Inspiring creativity, these narratives fuel books, movies, and discussions, expanding our creative horizons. Promoting open-mindedness, by considering the possibility of life beyond Earth, we encourage a mindset open to new possibilities and scientific discoveries. Enhancing cultural exchange. Even within speculative frameworks, these ideas contribute to a global conversation about life, ethics, and our role in the universe. Thus, while from a purely scientific perspective, we await empirical evidence to confirm these encounters, the exploration of these ideas in popular culture and ufology enriches our cultural landscape, inviting us to ponder our cosmic neighborhood with both skepticism and an eager sense of wonder. The speculative numbers provided are a testament to human imagination's boundless potential to explore what might be out there, contributing to a vibrant tapestry of human curiosity and storytelling. Imagine, if you will, a cosmos where Earth was not just a lonely blue dot, but a stage for celestial drama. We humans are not the playwrights, but rather the characters in a narrative spun by beings from a planet called Nibiru. These Nibirons, our creators, were not gentle gods, but a species advanced and warlike, who spliced their own genetic code with what they found here, crafting us in their tumultuous image. Picture this. They arrived, these godlike engineers, not for enlightenment or peace, but for dominion. They fought amongst themselves, these so-called gods, over territories, over control, over petty royal squabbles. Each deity, a member of a sprawling, dysfunctional family, commanding armies of humans like pieces on a cosmic chessboard. These battles, these divine conflicts, became our mythologies, our legends. What we now call religion was once their politics and warfare. Now, consider the Great Flood, a universal reset button pressed by these beings, perhaps to curb their own creation's burgeoning independence or to wash away their own mistakes. Post-flood, they allowed us civilization, taught us agriculture, culinary arts, not out of kindness, but utility. We were, after all, their workforce, their servants. Then there was Marduk, who we've come to know through myth as Ra, the sun god. But let's peel back the divine veneer. Here was a disgruntled prince, illegitimate and seething with ambition, not born from divine love, but from political necessity. His reign in Egypt was marked not by godly wisdom but by the erasure of heritage, replacing lunar calendars with solar ones, rewriting history with each monument he defaced. And what of their departure? Around 1000 BCE, they left, summoned back by their king, leaving us with their legacy of conflict, their technology, and their expectation of return. A return, mind you, that looms on our horizon 150 to 250 years from now, when they might come to reclaim what they see as their property, us and this earth. Revelations in the Bible, it's not just prophecy, but a warning, a blueprint of their return, crafted by another extraterrestrial influence that tried to steer us toward peace, contrasting sharply with our Creator's warlike nature. Christianity, in this light, becomes an extraterrestrial intervention, an attempt to rewrite our violent inheritance with a narrative of peace and divine love. Think of ancient humans witnessing technology beyond their comprehension. An AR-15 in ancient Sumeria would indeed seem like magic, like a wand of death, spawning tales of gods with fingers that spit fire. Over millennia, these stories morph into the myths we know today, of Zeus and his lightning, of gods with powers to kill with a glance or a gesture. And all this grand tapestry of human history interwoven with extraterrestrial influence, is supposedly tucked away in the classified annals of groups like the Majestic 12. Whether they exist or not, the idea suggests that somewhere, someone knows the true scope of our cosmic narrative, a story where we're not just observers but a critical part of an ongoing interstellar saga. So, here we are on this stage awaiting the next act, where our creators might return, not as myths, but as beings of flesh, blood, and unimaginable technology, to claim what they believe is rightfully theirs. What role will we play then? Will we be mere puppets, or will we have written our own lines in this cosmic play? Only time, that relentless playwright, will tell. The lore of extraterrestrial beings includes the Greys, known for their gray skin and large black eyes, often linked with UFO abductions and genetic experiments. The Reptilians, a theory of shape-shifting reptilian humanoids from Earth or Alpha Draconis, accused of covertly controlling human affairs. The Nordics, tall, blonde, and blue-eyed aliens from systems like the Pleiades, seen as benevolent guides to humanity, and the Mantids, insectoid beings resembling giant praying mantises, considered intelligent observers or leaders among alien races, with interactions ranging from benign to indifferent. Let's delve into these aliens a little deeper. The intriguing presence of gray aliens on Earth. A closer look. The phenomenon of gray aliens supposedly visiting Earth. Often depicted in popular culture, gray aliens have become synonymous with the extraterrestrial encounter narrative. Here's a brief exploration of what we know or speculate about these enigmatic beings. Description and characteristics. Gray aliens are typically described as small beings, about 3 to 4 feet tall, with large pear-shaped heads, huge black eyes, and slender limbs. Their skin is usually gray or grayish-blue in color, hence their name. These features have become iconic, often referenced in movies like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Arrival, where their depiction plays on human fears and curiosities about extraterrestrial life. Origins and theories. The Zeta Reticuli hypothesis. Some believe these beings originate from the Zeta Reticuli star system, a theory popularized by the alleged alien abduction case of Betty and Barney Hill in 1961. Marjorie Fish later attempted to map Betty Hill's supposed star chart to this system. Interdimensional or time travelers. Other theories suggest that Greys might be from another dimension or even future humans, given their somewhat humanoid appearance despite the evolutionary differences. The abduction stories. The common features of many abduction narratives share common elements like being taken aboard a UFO, undergoing medical examinations, and experiencing missing time. These stories often describe the Greys with a clinical or emotionless demeanor during these encounters. The psychological impact. The emotional toll on those who claim to have experienced alien abductions can be profound, likened to the trauma of serious human events like combat or sexual assault. What is the cultural impact? In media and literature, from H.G. Wells's speculative fiction to modern-day films, gray aliens have been a staple in narratives about extraterrestrial life, reflecting both our fears and fascination with the unknown. Societal reflection. These beings often symbolize our anxieties about technology, surveillance, and the unknown. The gray alien has become an archetype for the other that might be observing or even controlling humanity. What are the current speculations and conspiracy theories? Government involvement. There are claims that governments, particularly the US, might have had secret deals or understandings with these aliens, allowing them certain activities in exchange for technology or knowledge. This is part of a broader UFO conspiracy narrative that includes secretive military projects and hidden treaties. Genetic experimentation. Some theories propose that Greys are here to harvest human DNA or souls for their own evolutionary or survival needs, creating hybrids or studying human biology. The skeptical views. Logical fallacies. Critics argue that the gray alien narrative could be a product of human psychology, where the aliens' features represent intelligence, large heads, and surveillance, big eyes. Hoaxes and misinterpretations. Many sightings or encounters could be explained by hoaxes, misidentified natural phenomena, or psychological phenomena like sleep paralysis. What is the conclusion? While the existence of gray aliens remains unproven, their cultural impact is undeniable. They serve as a mirror to our own societal evolution, our fears of the unknown, and our endless curiosity about what might exist beyond our world. Whether one views these stories as factual, metaphorical, or a blend of both, they challenge us to think about our place in the universe and the potential for life beyond Earth. This exploration into gray aliens provides not just a look at potential extraterrestrial visitors, but also a reflection on humanity's own psyche and our relationship with the cosmos. What do you think? Are we alone, or do these stories hint at a larger cosmic community waiting to be understood? The Cosmic Visitors, exploring the mythos of Nordic aliens. The fascinating realm of Nordic aliens, beings often described as some of the most benevolent extraterrestrial visitors to Earth. Let's delve into who they are, what they might want, and why they've captured the imagination of many. Who are the Nordic aliens? Their physical appearance. Nordic aliens are depicted as tall, fair-skinned, with long blonde hair and blue eyes. Their appearance is strikingly human-like, often described as being even more perfect or idealized than the average human. The cultural connection is named for their resemblance to the Nordic peoples of Earth. These beings are said to possess an ethereal beauty, reminiscent of Norse gods or ancient Aryan myths. The historical encounters. from post-World War II sightings. The narrative of Nordic aliens gained traction especially after World War II, with stories like that of George Adamski, who claimed to have met a Venusian named Orthon, described with Nordic features. Channeling and contactees. Throughout the mid-20th century, several contactees like Billy Meyer from Switzerland reported interactions with these beings, often involving messages of peace, love, and spiritual enlightenment. What are the motivations and messages? Is it benevolent intent? Unlike some alien races depicted as invaders or experimenters, Nordics are generally seen as messengers of peace. They allegedly warn against nuclear warfare and advocate for environmental conservation. Is it spiritual guidance? Many encounters suggest that Nordics are here to guide humanity towards spiritual awakening, emphasizing unity and cosmic consciousness. What is the cultural impact? In media, while not as ubiquitous in mainstream cinema as gray aliens, Nordic aliens have influenced niche science fiction and New Age communities, appearing in lesser-known films and literature. The esoteric movements. They've become icons in certain spiritual and ufology circles, often linked to theories about the origins of humanity or the existence of higher dimensions. The skeptical views. Is it psychological projection? Critics argue that the image of Nordic aliens might reflect human ideals of beauty and virtue, projecting our own societal values onto extraterrestrial visitors. The lack of evidence. As with many alien encounter stories, there's a notable absence of tangible proof beyond anecdotal accounts and drawings, leading skeptics to dismiss these tales as products of imagination or misidentification. The debate continues. The believers versus the skeptics. While some see these encounters as evidence of a higher, more advanced civilization watching over us, others view them as psychological or hoax phenomena. The scientific perspective. From a scientific viewpoint, the existence of such beings isn't dismissed outright, but the extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, which has yet to be provided. Why the Nordic image? Archetypal beauty. The Nordic alien archetype might resonate with a human archetype of beauty and goodness, perhaps influenced by historical narratives of gods and heroes from Scandinavian folklore. The cultural representation. They could symbolize an idealized version of humanity, suggesting a path we might take if we evolve spiritually and morally. The conclusion. The lore of Nordic aliens invites us to consider not only the possibility of life beyond our planet, but also what kind of beings might visit us and why. They challenge us to think about our place in the universe, our moral evolution, and the potential for peaceful interspecies relations. Whether you believe in their existence or not, the concept of Nordic aliens offers a narrative of hope, guidance, and cosmic kinship. Whether they're real or metaphorical, their story enriches our contemplation of the vast unknown. Let's chat. What do you think about these ethereal visitors from the stars? The intrigue of reptilian aliens, Earth's hidden visitors. The notion of reptilian aliens infiltrating or visiting Earth, often whispered about in conspiracy circles. The idea of reptilians has captivated imaginations and stirred debates. Let's explore this fascinating subject. The origins and mythology. The ancient lore. The concept of reptilian entities isn't entirely new. Ancient cultures like the Sumerians had gods like Enki, depicted with serpentine features. Some interpret these as early encounters with reptilian beings. The modern myth. In recent times, David Icke popularized the theory that these reptilians are not just aliens but shapeshifters who have infiltrated human society, holding positions of power. Their physical description. Their appearance, reptilians are typically described as tall, humanoid figures with lizard-like features, scaly skin, elongated heads, and sometimes yellow or red eyes. They're often portrayed as more imposing than the delicate grays. Their capabilities, stories attribute to them abilities like shape-shifting, telepathy, and advanced technology, making them formidable in both interaction and stealth. Their alleged motivations. Control and influence. A core belief among some is that reptilians seek to control human society, perhaps for resources or as part of a larger cosmic agenda. Genetic manipulation. Another theory posits they're involved in genetic experiments, potentially creating hybrids or altering human DNA for their own ends. Encounters and sightings. Alleged abductions, like gray aliens, reptilians feature in abduction stories, though these narratives often paint them as more aggressive or malevolent. Public figures. Conspiracy theories often claim certain public or political figures are reptilians in disguise, suggesting a hidden ruling class. The cultural impact. The media representation, from movies like V to various YouTube documentaries, reptilians have made their mark in popular culture, often as antagonists or overlords. The symbolism, they've become a symbol for those looking for explanations of corruption or evil in high places, embodying the fear of being manipulated by forces beyond our control. The skeptical perspectives. The psychological phenomena. Skeptics might argue that beliefs in reptilians could stem from human psychology, where the lizard brain, amygdala, represents our primal fears and power structures. Misidentification. Some sightings could be explained by misidentification of animals or optical illusions, or even as a result of pareidolia, seeing patterns like faces in random stimuli. The debate. Hoax or reality? While many dismiss these claims as folklore or hoaxes, others fervently believe in the reptilian presence, supported by what they see as unexplained phenomena or discrepancies in human evolution and history. Scientific critique. There's a lack of empirical evidence supporting reptilian aliens, yet this doesn't deter believers who argue that such evidence might be suppressed by those very reptilians. The conclusion. Whether you view reptilian aliens as a compelling narrative or a far-fetched conspiracy, they undeniably touch on human themes of power, identity, and the fear of the unknown. They invite us to question what we know about our world's history and the nature of those who might govern us. This discussion on reptilians isn't just about aliens. It's a reflection on our societal fears, our need to explain the inexplicable, and our curiosity about what lies beyond our understanding. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on this enigmatic topic. Are reptilians among us, or is this just a fascinating myth? Leave comments below. The enigmatic mantids, Earth's insectoid visitors. One of the more obscure but equally intriguing alien species discussed in UFO circles, the mantids. Known for their insectoid appearance, these beings have a unique place in alien lore, often described with a mystic or even a spiritual dimension. Here's what you might want to know. The description and characteristics. Their appearance, mantids or mantis aliens, are often depicted with a large, triangular head, large black eyes, and a body that resembles a giant praying mantis or other insectoid forms. Their skin varies in color, from brown to green, sometimes described as having an oily texture. Their unique traits, unlike the more humanoid Nordics or the robotic-seeming Greys, mantids' insect-like form sets them apart, leading to descriptions of them as ancient or even primordial beings. The cultural and mythological roots. The insectoid symbolism. Insects, especially mantises, carry significant symbolism in various cultures, often linked with foresight, patience, and sometimes otherworldly wisdom. The Khoisan of Africa, for instance, revered the mantis as a godlike figure. The modern interpretations. The mantid archetype could be seen as a modern continuation of this ancient reverence, now placed within the context of extraterrestrial beings. Encounters and abductions. The overseers. In abduction narratives, mantids are frequently described as the overseers, appearing to have a higher status or role than other alien species like Greys, who might perform the actual procedures. Their telepathy and psychic abilities. Many who claim encounters speak of the mantids' telepathic communication, suggesting these beings have profound psychic abilities, perhaps even influencing human consciousness or evolution. The theories on their presence. Are they spiritual guides? Some contactees describe mantids as spiritual entities or guides, here to assist humanity in understanding higher dimensions of existence or consciousness. Are they genetic engineers? There's speculation that they might be involved in genetic manipulation, either for their own evolutionary purposes or as part of a larger cosmic plan involving Earth and its inhabitants. The Mantis Connection. Shape-shifting. A few accounts mention mantids possessing the ability to shapeshift or create illusions, blending into Earth's environment or appearing as other beings. The cultural impact. While less mainstream than Greys or reptilians in popular culture, mantids have found their niche in UFO and spiritual communities, often linked with themes of ancient wisdom and cosmic oversight. Some skeptical perspectives. Is it psychological projection? Skeptics argue that the image of the mantid might be a projection of human fears or fascination with insects, magnified by the alien narrative. The lack of concrete evidence. As with all alien encounters, there's no scientific proof of mantid existence, leading many to view these stories as either misinterpretations or imaginative folklore. The conclusion. The concept of mantid aliens offers a fascinating blend of the natural world's awe with the cosmic unknown. They challenge our perceptions of intelligence, evolution, and the possibility of life forms beyond our current understanding. Whether you see them as real extraterrestrial visitors or as metaphors for human curiosity and the subconscious, mantids provoke thought about our place in the universe and what forms intelligent life might take. Do you have any insights or stories about the mantids? Leave a comment on what you think in the comments below. Throughout our exploration of the cosmos, we've uncovered a tapestry of alien species, each with its own lore, roles, and impacts on human perception and culture. The Greys stand out as perhaps the most iconic of alien visitors, known for their large heads, diminutive stature, and profound interest in human biology and consciousness. Often depicted as the quintessential abductors, their motives range from scientific study to a more sinister manipulation of human evolution. Despite their enigmatic presence, the Greys remind us of the unknown aspects of cosmic neighbors possibly observing us with intentions we can only speculate upon. The Reptilians, on the other hand, invoke a different narrative, often associated with conspiracy and control. Described as ancient, intelligent beings with a reptilian appearance, They are credited with shaping human history from the shadows, promoting theories of a hidden elite or interdimensional beings, with a keen interest in Earth's political and spiritual development. Their lore challenges our understanding of history and power dynamics, suggesting a more complex universe where species might vie for control over lesser civilizations. The Nordics or Pleiadians contrast sharply with their benevolent image. With their human-like appearance, often characterized by blonde hair and blue eyes, they are portrayed as guardians or mentors. Their lore speaks to a desire to guide humanity towards peace, environmental awareness, and spiritual growth. They embody a hopeful aspect of extraterrestrial interaction, where advanced beings offer wisdom and assistance to a younger species. Lastly, the mantids or insectoids, less known but equally intriguing, are often seen as ancient overseers or keepers of cosmic balance. Their insect-like features and telepathic abilities place them in a unique position, perhaps as the oldest species among those we've discussed, with a role more aligned with observation and cosmic engineering rather than direct intervention in human affairs. In conclusion, these four species, the Greys, Reptilians, Nordics, and Mantids, each contribute to a rich mythos that reflects humanity's fears, hopes, and curiosity about our place in the universe. Whether for scientific inquiry, power dynamics, guidance, or cosmic oversight, they remind us of the diverse possibilities of life beyond Earth. As we ponder these beings, we're encouraged to look beyond our planet, questioning not only our solitude but our destiny among the stars. What do you think? Have you had any interaction with these aliens? Please leave your stories or comments below. Thank you for watching, and hit the thumbs up, and also please share the video link.